Hello and welcome to day one of Reading Together. I am Tina and I am so excited for you to join me in this personal growth adventure. For some, getting reading time is the personal growth. For those of you who may already have a reading practice, the personal growth becomes in engaging with others. So, as we get started, if you have not watched the introductory video, I do recommend that you hop on over there and do that. But I know how some of us are, so I'm going to go ahead and give a couple of recaps here to get us going. So first, a reminder, we are all reading our own book just to keep things simple. We are simply coming together and to read together because sometimes doing things together with community keeps us accountable and is more fun. This is our 15 minutes at the most of stopping the scroll on our phones or our iPad or our laptop or even the television to engage. And engaging is really the word of the day. So my hope is for more of us who tend to maybe hide in the shadows to engage in our own personal growth. And this seems like a really nice place to begin. Okay, the second reminder is that we will read together for 10 minutes. And if you want to read longer, simply press that pause button and read until your heart's content and then hop on back when you are done. I am going to be playing a background audio. If that disturbs your reading, then just hit mute and then resume after the reading period is done as well. After we wrap up today's video in general, I do want to remind you that I'll be asking you to go into the comments to share the book you read, the author, and one nugget that you are taking away with you from your reading for that day, and hopefully to carry on your future days. And, maybe keep it a little succinct because some of us can get a little wordy in what we say. I think in the introductory video, I may have said, keep it to maybe 20 words. A little housekeeping before we begin. I have posted the first week of the daily videos or 7 days worth under the Reading Together playlist. And each Thursday, I will post another 7 days to keep ahead of you. And the reason that I'm doing this way is that this is my first video series or playlist, and I want the opportunity to make any tweaks should I receive the feedback from all of you to do that. And so I, again, will stay ahead of you, and by the end of September, it should be done. So if you're coming on to this video series by, October, whatever that is, 2nd or 3rd, then all 30 videos should be up on the playlist. And so with that, I'm going to ask you to grab your book and to take a really deep breath to release all the thoughts that are passing through your mind right now so that you can settle into your book. And with that, let's begin. Congratulations. Welcome back. I hope that went well for you and you were allowed to focus in on your thoughts and your brain and give some love to the book. So here's my book that I read. If Women Rose Rooted, A Life-Changing Journey to Authenticity and Belonging by Sharon Blackie. And I actually picked this book up in Bar Harbor while we were on vacation this summer. And the reason it jumped off the bookshelf to me is that I felt this pull to stories and mythologies that are being retold in another voice than they once were. So in this case, women. And really, this is about feminine power in the Celtic mythology. And I didn't know the Celtic connection until I took the book off and looked at it. And it reminded me that my favorite book that I read in 2023 was Anam Cara, a book of Celtic wisdom. And I've recommended this to everybody. You can see how much I love it. So if you're looking for a book, this is also a great book and is getting into some of the old stories. So I am not done this book yet. So you will see it come back around. But here's my takeaway. And I'm going to just read it to you. And there's she that she is referring to as women. After all that she has been through, she nevertheless has the ability to see beyond what is known, to believe in a new beginning, even if she isn't entirely sure what the new beginning might consist of. For she is between stories, the story she's been telling herself about who she is, and at the end, she has no idea what the next story might be. She travels empty-handed. She leaves the things of the world behind her. And I like that takeaway. She leaves it with, we can never go back to what we were before. And I think that's a great lesson that I have been receiving over the last few years. So with that, I just want to remind you to go ahead, hop on to the comments, share your book, your author, and your nugget. Also to encourage people to go into the comments and maybe comment on a book somebody else lists or their takeaway. Always be kind and supportive. I know you all will be. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for joining this reading adventure. I hope you will come back and continue on for these 30 days. If you miss a day, don't worry about it. Just hop back on when you are able to come back. And I think that's it. So day 1 is in the books. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.